Yo, just when you thought UFC drama was all played out, here comes Ilia Topuria, the dude who went from living through war to becoming the baddest villain in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new champion, Ilia Topuria!
They're gonna tell you you can do it. They're gonna knock you out and doubt you. But guess what? The only person you need to achieve anything in this life is yourself.
But here's the real kicker. The guy who made it all happen, he's literally been living in Ilia's shadow and nobody's talking about him. Crazy, right? But before we jump into the hype, let's take a minute to talk about where Ilia really came from. Born in Georgia, during one of the most chaotic times the world has seen, Ilia's early years were anything but easy. Imagine growing up in a country constantly at odds with its neighbors, where every day feels like you're just one step away from a war zone. This guy didn't just watch war on the news, he lived it. And it wasn't just any war. It was Russia versus Georgia, and Ilia was right in the middle of it. Bruh, he's seen it all. Bombing runs, street fights, survival instincts kicking in when the world seems like it's falling apart. But the kid didn't fold. Nah, he became a straight-up fighter. At just 9 years old, when most kids are still figuring out how to ride a bike, Ilia's world got flipped upside down. His parents? Yeah, they made the tough call to go to Spain, hoping to build a better life and eventually bring their kids to join them. But Ilia and his siblings? They were left behind in Georgia, dealing with the fallout of a war-torn country, growing up faster than anyone should. That's some heavy stuff. But Ilia wasn't about to let that situation break him. He wasn't just a regular kid. Nah, he became the man of the house. His two older sisters stepped up, playing mom and dad. They had to take care of him, his brother, and everything else that came with a war-torn household. Ilia was literally surviving on his own, learning how to grow up quick while his parents were doing their best from far away. But here's the kicker. Instead of letting all that sadness and hardship swallow him whole, Ilia got extra savage. He didn't sit around feeling sorry for himself. He turned his pain into something real, Greco-Roman wrestling. At just 9, he was already grappling with life. Fast forward a few years, and Ilia's a straight-up beast in the gym. He's got the strength, the technique, and the hunger. The dude's not just fighting for fun, he's fighting because that's all he's ever known. At 15, this dude made the choice that most would never have the guts to do. He dropped out of school. Yup, no more math, no more science. He was like, screw that, I'm chasing my dreams. His dream? To become an MMA legend. And he didn't just go all in on his passion. The dude worked 4 jobs to fund his training. Talk about grind mode. He wasn't just working for some extra cash. He was working for his future, for his chance to fight in the UFC. And then, boom, UFC calls. They give him the shot, and Ilia's like, bet, let's go. Now, we've got to talk about that moment at UFC London. Ilia versus Ilia Topuria. Ilia lands a head kick so clean, Topuria drops like a sack of potatoes. The crowd's losing it, the commentators are freaking out, and Ilia, he's just there, as cool as you like. He doesn't rush in to finish him off. Instead, he backs off, gives a little slap, and just stands there, watching as Topuria tries to recover. Why? Because Ilia knows the deal. He's getting paid regardless. Savage. Pure savage energy. This isn't just about winning, it's about dominance. But that's not the only thing that's been making waves. Fuck you, bitch. Oh no, Ilia has been taking shots at Paddy Pimblett, and trust me, it's been spicy. The trash talk, next level, the beef, personal. Ilia's not holding back, and the UFC fans are eating it up. Why? Because Ilia's the real deal. Fans love to hate him, but they can't look away. And let's not forget how the dude handled that whole situation with the trash talk. He was dropping bombs like he was born for this. He doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. Every word, every move, every fight, he backs it up with confidence and skill. But here's where it gets interesting. Ilia is not just a fighter, he's a swagger machine. The dude's confidence? Off the charts. He doesn't just believe in his talent, he knows he's going to be a champ. Before his first UFC fight, he wasn't nervous. He wasn't scared. He was like, this is my time. And that kind of mindset, well, that's what separates the legends from the average fighters. For real, Ilia had his eyes on the title long before he even made it to the UFC. And now, he's just showing the world exactly what he's made of. Now, let's talk about his personal life, because this guy's journey isn't just about fighting. Ilia's also got that deep family connection. He's got his 2 sisters, his grandparents, and a wife that's 100% ride or die. This isn't just about being a fighter, it's about being a man of the people. The loyalty he has to his family is insane. He's out here fighting for more than just a belt. He's fighting to give his family the life they deserve. When his whole squad arrives to watch him fight, that's a moment. A full circle moment. For real. And yeah, the UFC knows they've got a star on their hands. Ilia's the hottest thing in the game right now, and he's just warming up. His rise? It's not by accident. The UFC's social media is blowing up because of him. Sponsorships? Through the roof. Fans? Loyal as hell. Ilia's creating his own brand. When he steps into that cage, it's not just about the fight anymore. It's about legacy. He's making sure everyone knows his name, and when he wins that title, it's going to be one of the biggest stories in UFC history. Let's not forget about the business side of this all. Ilia's got it figured out. While other fighters are just looking for a paycheck, Ilia's building a legacy. He's got viral moments, sponsorships, fans, and a whole movement behind him. He's not just fighting for a title, he's fighting for forever. When this dude gets the belt, it won't just be a win. It'll be the moment where he becomes a global icon. And Ilia's story doesn't end when he wins the belt. No, fam. This is just the beginning. The documentary is coming, and trust me, it's going to be lit. The rise of Ilia Topuria, from the war zone to the top of the UFC. That's the kind of story that makes you believe anything is possible. His journey's going to inspire a whole new generation of fighters, and the best part? He's still got so much more to give. Whatever happens next, win, lose, or draw, Ilia's already a legend in the making. He's the real deal. He's bringing the storm. And the UFC, they're just along for the ride, no doubt. Mark my words, Ilia Topuria is the future of UFC, and it's about to get wild. Keep your eyes on this guy, because he's on a mission, and he's coming for that title.